Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the New School of Marketing podcast. Before we dive in, I would love to pay respect and acknowledgement to the Palawa people of Lutruwita, who are the traditional owners of the land on which my business operates, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Okay, so how do you know if your ads, your Facebook ads, are going to work? Like, how do you know what your audience is actually going to resonate with? How do you know what they're going to take action on? It's all a bit of a guessing game, right? And what you might click on doesn't necessarily mean that your audience is going to click on it. So what can you do? Okay, so in marketing, we use what's called A/B testing, a strategy that involves creating multiple variations of an ad and testing them against each other to determine which version or versions perform better. And there are a lot of different things that you can test in Facebook ads, but I find that you can also go too far down the rabbit hole. So what should you test? The things that I test first are advertising creative. So I'll test a few images or videos against each other. I also test different variations of copy against each other, as well as different headlines. So like the creative, the bit that the person who's scrolling their feed sees. One important thing to remember though, when you are making changes, you should only make one change at a time and test again to see what's working. If you make multiple changes, you actually won't be able to find out what exactly made the difference. So what can you test and what's the best approach to A/B testing on Facebook for Facebook ads? Okay, so the first thing is to clearly define your objective. You need to determine what it is that you want to achieve with your ads, whether it is improving your click-through rates, increasing your conversions, or optimizing your Facebook advertising copy. Your first step is to decide what you want to achieve because this will guide your testing process. Secondly, identify what you want to test. I already mentioned that you shouldn't test more than one element at a time, so decide which one you will start with. You can test elements like headlines, images, calls to actions, ad formats, targeting options. That there's so many things that you can test. Start with one so that you can actually measure the impact that your change has. So if you make one change, test again, and then you're like, one thing at a time. I generally start by testing a few different creatives against each other, and I go from there because you got to start somewhere, and that's the first thing that stands out, like the image or the copy, the image and the copy, as well as like videos if you're using that. So the data will inform what next step to take. 3 is that you need to give it time and space. And by this, I mean that your audience size needs to be big enough to actually generate some reliable results. And you also need to let your test run for a period of time so that you actually get enough data back to make some decisions. Like if you do this for like 2 days and the audience is like really small, you're not going to have enough data to make a decision. You'll want to have it run at different times of the day and at different days of the week. And sometimes even like seasonal variations can have an impact. What works now might not work in 6 months' time, and you might need to test again. Like I do this with my clients all the time because what happened like 6 months ago, everything would have changed right now. I'm seeing that a lot at the moment. Number 4, make sure you're measuring with adequate tracking tools. I suggest that you need to install your Facebook Pixel if you haven't already done this. Like really, ideally you would have done this a long time ago, but if you haven't done that already, install the Facebook Pixel so that your account gets the data back. And sometimes the Pixel isn't 100% accurate, but it's much better than not having it installed. So you'll want to be tracking things like click-through rates, which is also called CTR, conversion rates, the cost per conversion, engagement rates. And if you're trying to make sales, you want to look at your ROAS, your return on ad spend. So all of these things, you really just want to keep a close eye on them. And the best way to get that data back is by having that Facebook Pixel installed, even though it's not always entirely accurate. Okay, number 5. Facebook offers a built-in split testing feature that simplifies the process by automatically dividing your target audience into randomized groups. It's like, why not use it, right? I often don't change a lot of the default settings on Facebook unless I know what they are and what they are going to do. And when I know that, and I know that I have a little bit more control, that's when I change the settings. But a lot of the times, if you are new to Facebook ads, if you use the default settings, Facebook will try to do its best for you. Like, they want you to succeed. So use the built-in split testing feature. It's like, yeah, it'll just do the job for you. Number 6, A/B testing is an iterative process. So you should continually fiddle with it, refine it, optimize it based on the insights that you get back from the previous test. Like, it is constantly testing, tweaking, because like it just continuously changes. Like, there is no set formula. There is a way to get the best results, but it will be different for everyone. So you constantly have to be testing it. Find out what's working, and then use those winning ads, those winning variations of your ad for future testing. Because, what happens right now might not work again in 6 months. So you're continuously improving what you're getting back from your data. I know when I say data, a lot of people will probably blank out, but honestly, numbers will tell you what you need to do next. For example, if your link click-through rate is under 1% and you're running ads like to get people to a landing page or to a blog post and it's like under 1%, people are not resonating with it. So you need to find a way to get people to click on it. So yeah, data is amazing. So on data as well, use the data to make decisions. So analyze your data and look at whether or not there are trends, patterns, like really significant differences, and know that nothing is ever final with Facebook ads. Like I said, what's working right now might not work in 6 months. And that's why you continuously need to test, and you need to keep diving deeper into your client avatar, so the person that you are wanting to attract, so that you get to know them well and you can create ads specifically for them. Like, it's all in the talking to your ideal customer. That's all you're trying to do. Okay, so by using A/B tests in your Facebook ads and your other marketing activities, because you can use this in other marketing activities, like you can test lots of different things, you can uncover valuable insights about your audience and about your marketing, and you can use it so that you can improve on your messaging, you can improve on your creative, you can optimize your campaigns for better results. Like, look at these tests, look at the data and what it is telling you. It is a forever changing process and a forever changing landscape. So the testing is never really done. Like, I do this every single time, even though I've worked with clients for years. Every single time we run ads, we are testing again. There is just no set and forget kind of strategy. But if you only use one version and it doesn't work, you'll be disappointed with your results. And all it might have taken was like a headline tweak or an updated image. So do the testing, use different creative, because you might be so close to cracking it. Like, Never make assumptions with Facebook ads, and test what your audience respond to best. I am still surprised 99% of the time when I run ads for clients, and look, I can never tell what's going to work until I run some tests, and then I use the data to inform me what to do next. It's just like you can't predict it. Okay, if you want to learn more about Facebook advertising and how to do this for your business without hiring an advertising agency or an ads manager like myself, I have the right thing for you, the right program. Depending on where you're at in your business, you might want to look at one of my Facebook ads programs, and I have a number of them available. So if you're brand new to advertising, I suggest starting with my Facebook ads prep school. At just $9, this program will help you understand what you need to set up in your business before you spend money on Facebook ads. Doing this first will save you so much time and money. And look, I don't want you to get this wrong. So get into prep school so that you can actually have everything ready and set up for when you do want to dive into ads. Then once you have everything ready and set up, you'll want to dive into the Client Attraction Code, a program that's $37, and it helps you build the foundations of your business and your advertising strategy with ads. So even if you never do any other advertising, this advertising strategy will actually help you be seen as the expert in your field, and it will help you be visible. It is an amazing strategy that builds upon each other. And it helps you be visible. It helps you position yourself as the authority and the go-to person. And when you then want to run ads to attract leads and do lead generation and sell courses, this has already built the foundation for your ads strategy that comes next. So the next step is then to start using Facebook ads to drive traffic, to build your list, and to turn them into buyers. And Advisory is one of the most comprehensive programs around, and it teaches you exactly how to grow your email marketing list, how to attract leads, and how to turn them into buyers with Facebook advertising. It is specifically designed for course creators and service providers. So if that's you, this is definitely the program for you. At the time of this recording, the program is $397 for 12 months access, and it has so many training options, like for lots of different funnels, lead generation funnels, service provider funnels, course creation, webinar funnels. And so you get access to all of that, as well as private one-to-one calls with me as often as you need. I know it's pretty crazy, but I 100% stand behind this. I feel like sometimes you need to ask a question that is specific to your business, and pre-recorded programs don't really do that. So that's why I offer you like time in my calendar. You can book in time with me in my calendar when you need it. So if you need that support, you can reach out to me. So as you can see, there is a program for everyone, and anyone can learn to use Facebook and Instagram ads successfully for their business. There's probably a few times where I would say no, but that would have to do with Facebook restricting certain activities. But anyone can learn this to do this successfully for their business. So I'll pop all of the links in the show notes, have a look at it, and start running some tests. And this is really good marketing research data that you'll get back. And it will help you make improvements to your business, to your messaging that you can use like across the board. Like it's not just usable for Facebook ads. You can improve your messaging on your organic socials, on your website. So I don't know. It's just like a little step up and a speed button for some market research. All right. Well, that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful. Can't wait to share more marketing tips with you next week. If you're ready for the next step and the next level, have a look at those programs. I'll pop them in the show notes. Visit newschoolofmarketing.com to download practical free resources, plus subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.